meet certain standards if you're going to be a sponsor. We laid out for this. In fact, I told Clay today that I was looking for that file. I told Brett I was going to try to find the file. I found the file, but all it had in it was all of the fundraising that we did when we built the Bomber Field House. Bomber sponsored information was on the file. It was in the closed file. But the main things that we asked the adults to do is to be a father figure to the person that you were assigned to. A lot of people had two people they were assigned to. Some of the things that we asked them to do is to check on their grades, make certain that they were going to class and that they were making their grades. We asked them to invite the young person into their home at least 2 times during the season. We asked them during the week, usually on game day, to take them out to lunch. They needed to do that at least 5 times during the course of the season. We asked them to invite them into their home and have a meal with the kids if they possibly could. We asked them to make certain that after every football game that they met with their sponsoree, talking about how proud they were of the game, whether they got to play or didn't get to play, if they knew that somebody was looking for them. And the bottom line is that a lot of men establish long-term relationships with young men that they dealt with. In fact, Joey remembers Big David Allen. David was about 6'5", 6'6". At that time, weighed 220. Now he probably weighs 320. He's just established and is the general manager of a program that he's in the strike breaking business. He is an executive protector. There's a company on the East Coast that hired him to come and be with the executive director of that company during the entire time of the strike. He was with him 24 hours a day. David is just one of those kids that he'll call me about every 6 months. When something good happens to him, he calls me. Nothing ever bad he ever calls me about. But that kind of relationship established a lot of young men, and the adults got more out of it a lot of times than the kids. So I applaud Kyle and Clay because I think this is really something that you know that every young man on the football team does not have a father figure in the home. A lot of them have no male figure in the home. And that person has an opportunity to impact that young man that's trying to do things the right way, try to make certain he does things the right way. One of the things we also try to encourage mentors to do, if you have some kind of a job on Saturday, whether mowing the lot or breaking leaves, something so that that young man can make a few bucks. Make sure that he has an opportunity to do those things. And, you know, I used to take kids, I had a place in Comanche, and I used to take kids over there, and we'd work all day Saturday and have lunch and come back. And they loved it. They loved having the opportunity to do those kind of things. Learn how to work. Many of them don't know how to work. They don't know what it is to get out and really push themselves. And I know Brett would like for them to learn how to work. But that's kind of the things that we did, Kyle. And
Okay.
I think I applaud you guys for restoring it, because I think it'll be a big plus.
I think it will be too, and I appreciate your time.
Lloyd mentioned it that sometimes sponsors had multiple players. This year, we don't really know the numbers yet. Right now, we need more, but it may be that we have to, let's say, for instance, Cheyenne and I wanted to take on the linebackers. I'm just throwing that out there, Cheyenne. So if we wanted to take the linebackers, there may be 4 linebackers, 5 linebackers. Well, Cheyenne, Clark, and I will be all about those linebackers because we have, we're like-minded. We understand what they're going through, and it'll just give us another dimension to be able to talk to them and relate to them. So if you guys do sign up, make sure you kind of tell us what direction, what position you guys are kind of leaning towards. Obviously, we'll make sure everybody has someone, but if there are pairings to be done, we're going to pair them up to where it just works a little bit better. And yes, Coach.
Where are we at as far as, like, Sam, how many do we have? We have a roster of,
I had 45 on the roster. when I
45.
made it. We had gained a few. in the
Can we
past
get a
couple
copy
days.
of that so we can match the kids?
I have it
Okay.
in the office.
Okay.
So right now, as of Tuesday last week, we've still got some things kind of coming in the mail. We'd say maybe 15 that we've got signed up for sure for the mentorship program. I think we had 10 as of the other night, but I know I've had some that have told me since then.
I bet
So,
we're about halfway there.
so we're in
I think-
need of mentors.
So if anybody hadn't said they want to be a mentorship, make sure we know that before we leave out of here tonight.
And just like Lloyd said, it's not a full-time deal where you've got to be there every lunch, every game, that kind of deal. If it's something you can tag team with another sponsor, man, we welcome that. We want that. And I know I had 3 or 4 men that would take us as a group places. So I think however we can kind of get in front of them, let's do it.
You know, nowadays we got the social media, we can text them, you know, sometimes it's hard, you know, everybody going different directions, but at least, you know, tell them how proud you are of them, tell them that you can't wait to watch them Friday night, you can't wait to watch them play basketball on Monday night, whatever. It's just not all about football, but this is where we're starting at now, you know. We're going to build this thing. We have to start at a point somewhere, and it's going to be small because we're just kicking it over again. So everybody's just have to be patient. We're going to get through it, and we're going to expand it and go big before it's over.
and I like to say too, I think that would fill such a huge void right now. That we have. And I can't answer for it, but there's a void in that area.
And I
You know, and I've said